This is the mentoring session with Mr. Borden. We are on Standard 7. Standard 7 is planning for instruction. So what do we have today? How did I do?
All right. I think you did really good. What I loved really about this assignment is anytime you can use manipulative stuff, with their hands and everything, they really get into it. On the very first one where it says adjustments to lesson plans, again, I'm going to put you proficient because the reason I'm going to say that is because you not only did the classroom part, and then you went down to the lab, and what was good there, you had everything set up. So any adjustment, anything that you needed to do in that room, you had available. And you were in a room that where there's so many openings, you can walk around freely. If anything wasn't working, I noticed a couple times things were maybe not working how it should be.
Yeah.
You were able to fix it and everything. So I'm going to put you proficient there. You did really well in there. Evidence-based instruction, again, I'm going to go with proficient in that. You had plans for them. They had to collect data. Awesome. This really goes back, I think, to a couple other lessons where you integrated the math into the lesson. So we had that cross-curricular going on.
Good.
And so, again, evidence-based, they can make predictions on what they think. You brought in experiences. You asked them at the very beginning, what experience you had. So you brought all of that into an evidence-based prior knowledge. And then I'm sure afterwards then they'll be able to compare with each other and give each other feedback.
Good.
Planning the instruction, again, I just mentioned it. You went off, some of the kids' prior knowledge. You got that first before you went out and actually did it. You did find out some of their interests, learning preferences, because you did the classroom. But as for learning preference, again, because you went to the other room, instead of just saying, okay, this is how you calculate speed, this is what you do, all board work, no, you took them down to the other room to get hands-on, and I think it was really cool that it looked like you had different type cars and everything, and so, and to be honest with you, their behavior with those manipulatives were really good, because that is one of, I think, the biggest challenges with any instruction that you're going to do is when you hand out those manipulatives. So obviously you've talked to them, or look, this is the expectation when we're doing it. I'm going proficient again there. As for sequencing the learning experience, again, you went from the classroom and instruction to the demonstration to now the back, you're going to analyze and provide the data. And everybody knows that in science, one of the biggest things, and that is really going to change now in the standards, is that there's going to be a lot more inquiry-based, project-based, from what I understand when these standards come out. So they're well introduced to all of that. So I'm going to go again, put proficient there for this on the lesson. And then creating learning experiences. Again, I'm going to put proficient again there because it was just like, to be honest, excuse me, they were being a scientist. They got their instruction, they got the different formulas they needed, and then they went and analyzed and got the data. Just like with anything, anytime a scientist, is trying to develop something, they do the inquiry. They just did the whole process of, a scientific experiment. Yeah. So I like that lesson. I really did. You did really well on there. And again, I commend you on just their behavior with manipulatives, because a lot of times kids will start making noises, moving them around, being very distracted. But you had them engaged.
Yeah,
you
I
did really
appreciate
well. Really well.
And on that point, I wonder if I would have done this, for example, with a 7th grade. Just that another year of maturity. I think you're right.
Right.
They would be more focused, like you said. And then I think I've kind of, as I put in my reflection, I was pleased with how this
Yeah,
went
yeah.
on that taping day. So I think I'm kind of seeing the light in terms of the key being really me stepping back
Yeah, exactly.
and let them take the initiative.
Yes.
It's your learning.
Yes,
Do you want to learn?
Yeah.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
I'll help you.
yep, yep. That's
Rather-
it exactly.
So,
I can't remember the name exactly, but it's you're doing it backwards. So instead of the teacher doing all the teaching, you're letting the kids learn, letting them, we could say adventurous. And honestly, that's how a lot of people say we should teach now. I think it's called teaching it backwards.
okay.
But yeah, that's awesome. And so only other suggestion I would have is maybe now find something with NASCAR, or maybe find a little project that kind of comes in together with that, and then that way you're giving them again that real world experience
Yeah.
to it, because you're dealing with speed, you're dealing with cars, and so
Yeah.
that might be awesome, because we were talking about those project-based
Exactly.
type things. So
Okay, super.
all right.
Well, that ends today then. This is session 7. Thank you. Have a good day.